the world is changing faster than ever. With AI, social media, there are more opportunities than ever, but there are also more distractions than ever. Now, in this video, I wanted to lay out what I'm focusing on as an entrepreneur, as a person this year to really see the most success possible in business, in my health, in my personal life, and really everything. So if you're really anyone, but especially an entrepreneur, this year is going to be extremely costly if you focus on the wrong opportunities. And that's really part of the reason why I'm creating this channel, is to document my journey as a business owner. This is something I wish I did earlier. Ever since I was 16, I had a business. I'm 25 now, just turned 25. And I've learned a ton. I've started a ton of businesses, but I don't think I'm exactly where I should be. But there's a ton of opportunity and potential that I left on the table by not focusing on the right things, by not getting rid of distractions. So again, in this video, this is what I'm focused on for the upcoming year. Number one is building my life around flow state and focus. There's some days to where you accomplish so much, and I accomplish so much, that it completely changes the trajectory of my life. I'm sure you've experienced that. Some days you feel like you're just on, you're in the flow, you're getting things done that have taken you a month or multiple months of working on, and you're just in the flow state. There's a great book about flow, and it really says that optimal life experience is the people who spend the most amount of time in flow state. So for the professional athlete, that's the time spent on the field, working out, whatever it is. For the artist, it's the person who's spending time in flow painting. The surfer, it's, out surfing. So that's really what I'm building my life around. And I've been traveling for about the past 2 years. Central America. I grew up in Colorado, lived some time in San Diego. And now I've been in Indonesia for 10 months, almost a year, which is wild, in Bali specifically. And I just see the quality of life out here is much higher. I don't really see myself living in the US again. I don't think the way that it's necessarily going is great. So that's why I've chosen to leave the US and just be nomadic for a while. But now finally, being in Bali for a while, finally getting my setup again, creating an environment to where I'm not so easily distracted, right? A lot of entrepreneurs here especially, you see them just working from cafes, they're always talking, they're networking. And I ask myself, are they really getting much done outside of building a network? And I think a lot of people here are just here for the arbitrage of the lifestyle, right? It's extremely cheap here and the quality of life is really high, but I only think there's a few entrepreneurs here that are really creating amazing businesses and products. So I've had to really consciously create my environment, got a standing desk, a monitor, the whole setup again, to where I can focus on flow state and not constantly have to work from different cafes or different places. It's what I've spent a lot of the past 2 years doing, which I'm super grateful for the experiences of travel. I think everyone should experience it. But now I'm just focused on spending more time in flow state. The second thing is focusing on the process and not so much about the outcome, right? So many people are focused on the scoreboard and what the results say, which it's important, it's an indicator, but they miss out on the process, the day-to-day, the inputs that get the outputs. And there's a great book called Taking Care of the Score. No, it's called The Scoreboard Takes Care of Itself. It's by the New England Patriots head coach. And the premise of it is that the result is going to take care of itself. It's going to happen regardless. The only thing that you're actually in control of is the process and how you show up and the work that you do. So that's my focus. I think in business, I've been too focused on making 100,000 per month or getting to a certain revenue level, or really focused on the external of how much I make and being too attached to that. And it's kind of an Eastern philosophy as well to just focus on what's in front of you, the process, and not so much the results. So focusing on, what am I working on? Am I in the flow state? Am I doing the right things? And really just allowing the result to take care of itself.